Yo.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Talk Date.
It's new.
This is our first podcast, I guess we'll call this, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
What type of things will we be talking about on these podcasts in general? Kind of just everything, right?
Yeah.
You know, personal stuff,
Like
topics, opinions, what's going on in the world. Yeah, like our opinions fucking matter.
New game reviews on if we get a new game, if we have money.
Yeah, if we have money.
Please watch so we can get money.
Wow, that's pandering.
We just want to be able to buy new games. So that way we can give you reviews so you subscribe more.
And videos, because with new games come new videos.
Exactly.
So, you know, hit that like and subscribe button. Alright, let's drop the pandering now and get on with the show. Krim, what are we talking about today?
Well, we are going to talk about us moving,
Yep.
SummerSlam, because that's tonight,
Okay.
and just our opinion on how the WWE is going lately.
And for anyone who doesn't know, the WWE is the World Wrestling Entertainment's brand of fake man hugging that happens in rings.
Yep.
Yeah.
So do you want to start it off?
No, this is, these were your topics, so you're going to start them off. I'm just here to, chat.
Are we going to introduce ourselves first, or just assume that all of our podcast viewers know Playdate and know us?
Dude, we're a year into our show, into our channel, where this will go. So if they don't know us by now...
But we could be getting a brand new audience with this.
I guess so. Okay. Well, my name is Craig Smith. I'm a steel worker. I'm 38 years old and live in Newville, Iowa.
And next on Match Date. Is that what it's called?
My name is Steve Smith. I'm 23.
You just said it was Craig.
New York. I like long walks on the beach, holding hands and laughing at other people's misery. The misfortune of others makes me happy, and being part of the 1% is what really matters in my life.
You just said your name was Craig.
No, it's Jack.
Hold on.
What are you doing? For what? Okay, we're going to talk about wrestling while you watch wrestling?
Yeah?
Okay.
How else do you do it?
That way, I guess.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm like one of the lucky ones
Why?
because my family pays for the WWE network
Yeah.
and I changed their password for online and they don't know how to find it out or change it back.
Wow, you're kind of a fucking asshole. Okay. And on
like-
that note...
My uncle said I could, I just haven't given it to my mom.
Yeah, well... Sorry, Corinne's mom.
Family that hates each other stays together.
Anyway, to actually introduce ourselves, my name is not Craig Smith. My name is Cody. I'm part 1 of 2 on Playdate. We play games and do challenges and other stupid shit. I also have my own channel. Shameless plug here. Fatty's World, check it out. Do other cool shit on there. There was just a video of Finn from Adventure Time jacking off. Yeah. I'm quite happy with that video, actually.
He clearly uses my anniversary gift for bad things.
It was so good. It was so good. The video's gold. I can't wait to get some kind of content strike from it. If I haven't already, I'm going to check.
Okay, well, we'll be sure to put a link in the description below to that video so you can see it. And
Yeah.
subscribe to it. And
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to me because I don't make money on that one either.
And ow, that was fucking loud.
What?
The video was full blast.
Oh, well. That's what happens, I guess.
Okay.
Corinne, who are you, Corinne?
Corinne, who are you, Corinne?
Yeah, Corinne, tell us who you are, Corinne.
So I'm part 2 of 2.
What's your name, Corinne?
Of Playdate. My name is Cheryl.
Fucking Cheryl.
No, I'm kidding. My name is Corinne.
My name is Charlize.
My name is Shaniqua.
Shanae.
Now watch me knit. Now watch me Shanae.
I don't like you.
I am 100% sober.
No, you're not.
I am.
She literally took 3 hits of Molly before we did this. Don't even fucking listen to her. Goddamn pill addict over there.
That's not nice.
Can you introduce yourself?
I'm trying.
Introduce yourself, motherfucker!
Introduce yourself. I'm 25.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
No, it's not.
And me and Cody are in a happily unhappy relationship. And we live in Halifax, Nova Scotia. For now.
For now. Why don't you segue us into our first topic of this podcast?
We're moving!
Yay!
Cue the cheering. We're not moving too far. We're only moving about 45 minutes to an hour away from Halifax. But we got a house. Wouldn't buy it. Sadly.
No, we ain't that rich.
No.
We're still poor.
Go look at our views. You'll see why. But we're renting a house. And it just makes a lot more sense because right now we're in an apartment building and it's kind of gross. And
Yeah, it's pretty dank.
we have 3 dogs that don't really get to go out much because there's like 1,000 people in these 3 buildings combined and bunch of dogs. So if our dogs go out, they fight with other dogs. But whereas at the house they have like their own their own yard and all of that stuff. So that's why we've made the decision to move.
Yeah.
And Cody works in Truro.
I can't say who I work for. I don't want to identify them because I don't want to get fired.
Yeah, I'm not identifying who I work for either, so.
The streets.
If I worked for the streets, we'd be buying that house.
That is true. I mean, prostitutes make a decent living. Well, some of them. It depends. If they have a really shitty pimp, then they don't, but...
Holy shit.
What?
That's fast.
What?
So I guess this is going to be the segue into the second topic of SummerSlam.
Okay.
They're already doing the Hardy Boy match.
Yeah, okay.
And it just started 26 minutes ago.
This goes right to what I was saying in the car. So me and Corinne were talking about this earlier in the car. We were discussing sort of the WWE and their progression and what they're doing right now. And Corinne talked about how having people who are pretty much icons in the WWE world, such as the Hardy Boys, having them in sort of the kickoff show is kind of insulting. And my takeaway from it is the WWE seems to be... I don't know how else to put this other than to say they're trying to kill the icons of the 90s, of the Attitude Era. And I think what they're doing is they're trying to get away and get over this hype of the Attitude Era because it's hindering them from progressing and sort of making the move to this new generation of wrestling where they can start making changes and start creating new icons, I guess. And the way they're doing this is kind of, I don't know, bringing back old icons and shutting them down really quickly. Best example of this right now is the Hardy Boys. They came back, they had about a month of good wins, a good winning streak, they won a championship on their first return, And since then, they've been losing.
Yeah,
like,
now they're
nonstop.
kind of like the go-to team to put into a match with other tag teams to let the other tag teams win. So then they're classified as the better because they beat the iconic Hardy Boys.
Exactly. They seem to be using these like icons, as I keep calling them. They're using these really like hyped up, awesome wrestlers from our childhood to sort of benefit and further the careers of their current generation of wrestlers. And I could see this from a marketing standpoint. This makes perfect sense for the company to do this, to sort of move forward and just sort of abolish everyone's ideas of, well, these people should reign supreme because they reigned supreme back in the heyday of wrestling.
Well, I wouldn't say that it was necessary. Like, the Attitude Era was definitely one of the best eras that the WWE has had, but I wouldn't say it was the heyday because there's some very, very, like, dedicated fans that have been watching since it came out. So their heyday would have been, like, Hulk Hogan, Yokozuna, like, Roddy Piper.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about, like, the heyday for specific fans. I'm saying when wrestling was probably at its highest peak.
Oh, easily was the Attitude Era because
Easily.
everyone loved it.
I guarantee that at least one of 5 houses in any kind of North American neighborhood was watching wrestling when it was on.
I grew up with
least.
the Attitude Era.
So did I. Exactly. And us now, we're 25.
Mm-hmm.
You know? We are part of the WWE's focused, like, main viewership is from, like, 25 to 38 or something. Those are their main target right now. And all those people sort of grew up with the Attitude Era. So when they hear things like Sting is coming back.
Oh, that was one thing that, like, I didn't like that because forever it's always been that Sting was part of the WCW, sorry. And he was, like, the best there was.
Well, can you explain the difference for people who might not know?
So WCW was kind of like the hardcore version of it, but not really because there's ECW. So I'll Google this here. So WCW versus WWF at the time. Please don't copyright us, World Wildlife Foundation.
I like animals. Your icon is a panda. I like pandas. Pandas are cute.
So let's see what they say. So WCW stood for World Championship Wrestling. And
Go on.
I'm reading. It basically had all of the people that weren't in WWE at the time, but eventually they all merged over because WWE ended up buying WCW.
Mm-hmm.
But one person that didn't go when WWE bought it was Sting, because he never wanted to work for Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
So he just he left.
Yeah.
He eventually went to TNA and got huge success there. He was very successful in TNA. But then his contract ended and Vince contacted him and he made him an offer I guess he couldn't refuse, because then Sting came to the WWE, which was great. They could have done so much more stuff with it, but instead they set up a dream match. Easily one of the best matches that they could have had in the past 10 years, which was Sting versus someone in the WWE. Now, they chose to put Sting with Triple H, which kind of doesn't make sense to me because Triple H wasn't big when Sting was big. So it didn't make sense to me. Like, I feel like they should have gotten Stone Cold to come back for that one match, because at the time that Sting was big in WCW, Stone Cold was big in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, Triple H was nothing.
But people seem to be really hyped about those two going together. It almost seemed like there was something there.
It definitely was, because Triple H is really one of the only people left at the time that was big in the Attitude Era, but he wasn't big at the time that Sting was. And so that's why, like, because they couldn't get like Stone Cold to come back, or The Rock to come back, or like Hulk Hogan, or any of those big names. So I think that that's why they stuck with Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, like, it had the potential to be an amazing match, and it was. Now, I say that, but at the same time it wasn't, because Triple H won. Spoiler!
Well, this has happened a while ago. Okay, so, like, I'll get back to what I was saying. Sting came to the WWE. Now, he was never actually part of, like, the Attitude Era. He was never part of WWF. He was part of WCW, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, obviously, there was a difference there. But people still grew up with that. He might not have been part of that company, but he was part of that era.
He was part of the wrestling entertainment genre.
Exactly. And he was big.
Yeah.
So WWE bringing him back, that was a big feeling of nostalgia right there. I mean, I'm not a huge wrestling fan. I used to be, but just talking to people who liked wrestling, even like as I was in college when that happened. I'm pretty sure I was in college, right?
When?
Or was that before?
When
did this? Yeah,
Sting.
when did this
it
match
was at
happen?
WrestleMania 31, which was 2015, so 2 years ago.
So, yeah, I was in college.
No,
it was summer.
Yeah, it was. We started college in September of 2015. This happened.
Okay, either way, just talking to people who were big into wrestling, they were hyped for that. They were really hyped for that. They thought Sting was gonna win. This is gonna be like a big bring back of nostalgia. You know, all the icons are gonna come back. And Sting was absolutely crushed in that match. They brought a bunch of people back, which was kind of cool. But he was robbed of that match completely. 100%.
And I think that goes back to the same thing of what they're doing to the Hardy Boys now. Like,
and that's what I'm getting to. Is I think the message they were sending with that match is the icons of yesterday, while they're still icons, they're no more. Our focus is on the new generation and progression.
See, I don't think that that's what the message with that match was. I think that the message with that match was that they got the WWE vet to beat the WCW vet to prove that WWE is better than WCW was.
Well, sure, yeah, that definitely was part of the message, but I'm saying, like...
Because there's no way that anyone can classify Triple H as being a modern wrestler. He hasn't done anything.
No, but he is part of this new age of wrestling. You know... the Authority coming in, all of that stuff. It's changed a lot. Ever since all of that happened, wrestling has changed a lot. Mm-hmm. And it has gone down a completely different road than it did before. And I think that's kind of what I'm talking about, is the whole thing was a message of change. Then bring back the Hardy Boys, let them win for a while. They become championships, and then instantly done. They're a sidebar now.
Yeah, like another name to throw out there. Look at what happened to the Dudley Boys.
Exactly.
They brought them back. It was great for the first little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And where are they now?
Yeah.
But talking about
Goldberg. Same thing. I know. Fucking Goldberg. I hate Goldberg. I hate Goldberg. But it's the same goddamn formula. He came in, won that match in mere fucking seconds. Like, just destroyed Brock Lesnar. And did it, what, twice? 3 times? He won?
I think 3.
And then goes into the next match for a championship, and it's done within no time.
Yeah.
Same thing. Where has he been since then?
I think his contract actually expired.
Great way to get an icon out of the way, isn't it?
I think he was only contracted because he was like an exclusive character in 2K either 18 or 17.
Oh yeah, that game, yeah.
But back to WrestleMania 31 for a couple minutes, like the whole Triple H versus Sting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down, I guarantee, if we did a poll, people would agree with me on this one.
We can actually do polls on YouTube now.
Yeah?
Yeah, so we'll do a poll.
I am willing to bet anything people would have rathered, instead of it being Triple H versus Sting and Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker, if it had have been Sting versus The Undertaker, it would have made so much more money. And it would have been such a better match. Because Undertaker was big at the time.
Yeah, that would have been good.
And that's always been anyone's dream match. Like, people talk about dream matches, and even whenever people found out that Sting was coming to WWE, people thought that he was going to fight The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. That was kind of the thing. Everyone wanted it. There was petitions made for it. But they didn't do it. And now they can't. Like, Sting is forever going to be known as having a few matches in WWE, but losing to Triple H.
Yeah, it was easily one of the most overhyped matches, too. Like, there was so much build-up only for that very depressing moment. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like fucking CM Punk's dive into UFC. Yeah.
Yeah, like...
They made a documentary about him getting ready for that match and then just got fucking tossed. Oh my god.
But that was a good documentary.
It was a good documentary, but it was just overhyped. So what's the poll going to be? Would you rather
Sting have fighted with Triple H or The Undertaker for his match at his one match at WrestleMania? His first ever and last ever WrestleMania.
Cool. Yeah, we'll put that up. Let us know what you think. But yeah, that's how I think wrestling is going right now, especially with the Hardy Boys right at this moment, is the WWE is trying to progress past everyone's nostalgic love towards the Attitude Era, and they're doing that by basically making those people from the Attitude Era a sidebar. That's my thought on it. Did they just lose? They just fucking lost. To who?
The Miz Taraj.
Miz. Mm-hmm. That fucking... And Bo Dallas?
And Curtis Axel.
Oh my god! This is happening right fucking now. Nothing proves my point more than this. And the tears that I see in your eyes right now, someone who fucking loves them and the Attitude Era... That's what everyone is feeling, and that's exactly how WWE wants you to feel.
It's frustrating. And I thought that this one would be different because there's a whole big thing going with Jason Jordan being Kurt Angle's son, which, that's weird to me, but whatever. But I thought since Jason Jordan was such a big deal right now, that since Jason Jordan was teaming with the Hardy Boys to fight The Miz, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel, that they'd have them win over, because then it's like, oh, Kurt Angle's son is great. He helped the Hardy Boys come from a losing streak and overcame that, and they won. But no, like, they're putting Miz above everyone. And don't get me wrong, Miz is a really good wrestler. Like, he's never injured. He's probably up there with Dolph Ziggler for
He's a safe wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a safe wrestler that people love to hate.
Yeah.
And I get it. Miz is great. Do not get me wrong. I think he's probably one of the best side, like, non-main event wrestlers that is in it right now.
Yeah.
But he should not be pushing over legends, because it's just going to make so many people mad.
And that's what I'm saying. Right there is, I can't even believe that happened, because it's just proving my point further. Like, nothing more could explain what they are doing than them losing that match right now. Mm-hmm. As a wrestling fan, how does that make you feel?
It makes me very frustrated. Like, it makes me really angry, because I've devoted so much time into this. Like, I've literally been watching this since before I was born. My mom was pregnant with me, and she'd watch it, so...
I don't think
that
okay, well, I'll let you off with this one, but I don't think science works that way.
It does. If babies can hear music, babies can watch TV. That's why I'm obsessed with TV.
Okay.
But it makes me really frustrated, because they're taking all the people that I grew up with, and they're turning them into jokes. And I know that I'm not the only one, because I follow so many different wrestling pages on Facebook, and the comments whenever they bring back like legends, and I'm not saying that they deserve legend status yet, because like when I think of a WWE legend, I think of like Roddy Piper, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Yokozuna, Andre the Giant. Like, those in my mind are legends. Like Hardy Boys and like Undertaker and Stone Cold are people I grew up with, so I don't look at them as if they're legends yet.
Let's talk about the same topic, but let's bring up someone who actually is a legend, no matter if they think he's a legend or not. He deserves to be. Mick Foley.
Oh, I love Mick Foley. I loved his show on the network.
Look at what they did, though. They brought him on again, made him a GM, and he was nothing but Stephanie's bitch that entire time.
I think that they went wrong with that, but at the same time, he only left because he needed to get surgery. I think that they're going to bring him back, and he's going to be a bad guy with Stephanie to get rid of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I mean, that could happen. But, I mean, from how they played it off right now, they just sort of tossed him.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't comply.
Well, it's the same with Big Show and Mark Henry.
Oh, you mean those people who were from the Attitude Era that were prominent at that time and now are nothing?
Big Show's big thing right now is he's fighting with Big Cass because there's no other big guys like that.
And guess who's gonna win?
Big Cass.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying, though, is this is how WWE is going down, and it's
kind of shitty because it's like they don't listen to their fans.
And I think they're doing that because they're... God, how can I say this without sounding so offensive? They're basically trying to either transition their fans over to this new stage of wrestling or get rid of them. Because they have a new generation of people who are watching wrestling. You know, younger kids who, their parents, who are like our ages or a little older, are raising them on this new age of wrestling. They don't know who the fuck Stone Cold Steve Austin is. They don't know who fucking Big Boss Man is or any of that. You know who they know? They know
John Cena.
Exactly. John Cena, Dean Ambrose, all of those people.
Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins segment's actually on right now.
Oh yeah?
I'm pretty excited for it.
Why?
I don't know, I really liked The Shield.
Okay, but what are they doing?
Well, it's like a mini Shield reunion and they're fighting Cesaro and Sheamus for the belts.
Do you think Roman Reigns will come out?
No.
No? Well, that's gay.
Let's look at what matches are scheduled for tonight so we can talk about those. Because I'm just getting frustrated talking about the Attitude Era.
But that's what I'm talking about, though. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Is like WWE is just pushing their own agenda. If you're not on it, they're just going to piss you off until you either deal with it or leave.
Yeah.
And for marketing, it makes so much sense. It makes all the sense in the world. Alienate your fans, make more money.
Yep.
So, fans, beware. We're going to alienate you to make more money.
And you're going to either...
Playdate sells out 2017. Hashtag.
But WWE does that, and it's one of those things. Either you deal with it, or you move on.
Yeah.
No choice. So, there's 2 more matches in the pre-show. One of them I agree with, one of them I don't. The one that I agree with is the Akira Tozawa versus Neville. Just because I really don't like the Cruiserweight division. I don't like how they take up a bunch of time on Raw, plus have their own show. It just... I don't care about them, really.
Yeah.
And then the next match is New Day versus the Usos for a belt. I don't think that should be on the pre-show because there's been so much hype for it. I'd rather see Big Show and Big Cass on the pre-show than them.
Is that on the main show?
Big Show and Big Cass, yeah.
Oh.
The main show card is... I cannot wait. That's probably my most excited match for tonight, so I'll leave that for last. So there's Naomi versus Natalya for the women's match. Mm-hmm. And I think Natalya's going to win.
Okay.
And then Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. I think Sasha's going to win.
God, that's still going on?
Alexa Bliss was supposed to fight...
Welcome, Twister, to the podcast. Shut up!
Alexa Bliss was supposed to fight Bailey, but Bailey got hurt. Mm-hmm. So they had to find a replacement.
And so they were just like, oh, you don't like her anymore?
They keep fucking over Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Then Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Mm-hmm.
I think Shinsuke better fucking win because I'm sick and tired of Jinder Mahal.
Why?
Because they only brought him back because they just expanded WWE Network to India. And they wanted a reason for them to watch. So they made a Canadian the championship, and now he respects India.
Oh, better be careful there. We can't go playing the race card.
No, but he's Canadian.
Hey.
A. AJ Styles versus KO.
Mm-hmm. I'm so tired of KO.
Twister!
Shut the fuck up, man. I'm so tired of KO. He's a whiny little bitch.
Yep. Then there's Randy Orton versus Rusev.
Rusev still a thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Big Show versus Big Cass.
Yeah.
Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
There's rumors that the Demon's gonna come out.
Oh, really?
Yep. John Cena versus Baron Corbin. Because Baron Corbin just had the worst Money in the Bank cash-in ever.
Yeah, just a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheamus and Cesaro versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
Okay.
And then this final match is going to be the reason you watch.
Why?
Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman.
No, I actually don't care.
Why?
Why not?
Oh, it's going to be such a...
The only person I like out of all of that is Braun Strowman. I don't like Brock Lesnar. He has one trick.
And that's leaving to go to UFC.
He can't do that anymore.
He did.
What?
Yeah. Brock Lesnar.
This is why I'm not a fan of WWE anymore. I just can't deal with it.
Neville versus Akira Tozawa is on now.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar reportedly seeking UFC return, set to drop WWE title at SummerSlam to transition back to UFC.
Oh my god, fuck off, Brock Lesnar. Just go do something else, man. Go make a movie or something. Do what The Rock did.
And you don't like Roman Reigns? No one likes Roman Reigns. So
I'm just tired of Roman Reigns.
yeah, they made him too big too fast. Way too big too fast. And Samoa Joe. You've never really had, like, experience with Samoa Joe?
I just don't give a fuck about Samoa Joe.
I'm excited for that match.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
What else should we talk about?
There's one person I want to talk about, right?
Yes, go ahead.
Let's take it back to the Hardy Boys for a second. Who'd they fight?
The Miz, Siraj.
And who's part of that?
The Miz.
Who else?
Curtis Axel.
And who else?
Bo Dallas.
Bo fucking Dallas. The past one true savior of anything WWE could have done. I mean, he was the only wrestler in my eyes that I actually liked. And I'm not the only one. Go on to the wrestling subreddit. Go on to any of the wrestling chans out there. He's a god. But now, he looks like fucking Axl Rose. Playing friends with The Miz. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Like, even that other dude who is fighting because he has like 8 kids in a trailer park. He sold out less than fucking Bo Dallas did.
Heath Slater.
Exactly. I don't believe anymore. And it hurts me. And I think maybe that's why I don't care about wrestling as much.
Maybe.
Why do you think this happened?
Why do I think what happened?
Bo Dallas became a fucking pleb.
Because they don't know how to market their wrestlers properly.
He could have saved the network. He could have. He could have made everything right.
No, do you know what could save the damn network?
What?
Bring him back. Camp WWE.
Okay, yeah, man. Whatever happened to that? That was so good.
I don't know.
Google it. You have a computer in front of you.
There's nothing. There was supposed to be season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And there were supposed to be like 10 or 20 episodes, and they only released half. And there was supposed to be season 2, but they didn't even release the second half of season 1. So, I don't know.
For those of you who don't know, Camp WWE was a show on the Wrestling Network. And it was a cartoon. An adult cartoon. I love adult cartoons. I could watch adult cartoons all day. Like South Park, Archer, everything. It's so good. And it was basically like wrestlers as little kids at a summer camp. Run by Vince McMahon, of course. And the counselors were like a teenage Triple H and Stephanie. And Ric Flair was a weird counselor that fucked a tree. And a bear, right? He humped a bear too.
I think so.
Yeah. It was fucking weird. And like the main character was John Cena, right?
Yeah.
Lil Jon.
Yeah. Lil Jon.
Lil Jon. Lil Jon was good. I liked him.
Yeah.
Lil Undertaker was pretty fucking funny too.
Oh, I loved Lil Undertaker.
He always wanted everything to die. But yeah, it was it only had one season though, and it was just so good. We should start a petition.
Yeah.
Bring back Camp WWE. Like, what do they have now? Swerved?
No, they tried to make Swerved a thing again, but it failed.
Stupid.
What else do they have? They have Ride Along, which I like, but they don't release it that much.
What is Ride Along?
It's just, you go on the ride from place to place with the superstars.
Oh, it's like Taxi Cab Confessional, except it's just two wrestlers in a car. They should have named the two wrestlers in a car. I would have watched
But sometimes there's 3.
They should have named it A Couple Wrestlers in the Car.
Wrestlers in a car.
Yeah, wrestlers in the car. There we go. We should be on the WWE marketing team. Then we could Bo Dallas the network.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think the WWE just needs to start... If they were smart, they would look at what people are saying, like on forums. Like, they should have someone monitoring all this stuff, seeing what people want, and kind of... I'm not going to say bow down to it, because I know that they create what they want to do, like, months upon months, if not years in advance, but kind of base it around it.
I can tell you what the forums want. They want the one true God, Bo Dallas, to be returned to his gratefulness, not this fucking Axl Rose impersonator.
Kill me.
What are you saying over there?
Nothing.
Huh? Talking shit?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Huh? You got some words to say?
No.
Just because you don't fucking Bo leave over there.
Shopping for a new phone. Fuck off.
What phone you want to get?
I really want the S8.
Do ya?
Mm-hmm. I do.
I like my S7.
But I want the Plus.
Isn't the Plus fucking massive, though?
Yeah.
Like, the S8 is as big as my S7 Edge, right?
Let's see.
And that's a big fucking phone, I can already tell you. It's big. It's girthy. It's big.
Yeah, the screen's pretty big. 6.2 inches.
What kind of phone do you think Bo Dallas uses?
Dick in the butt phone. Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Your phone is 5.5 inches.
Exactly. It's fairly big.
The S8 is 6.2.
S8 Plus, how big is the S8 normal? I think it's the same size, isn't it? Like 5.5?
Maybe. Samsung Galaxy S8.
Let's throw this out to the viewers or listeners. What phone do you think Cringe should get?
5.8.
It's even bigger. Fuck. I gotta get a new phone. JK, I love my phone. My phone's awesome. Except the edges are terrible. I hate them. I hate them so much. They make typing and touching things so fucking awkward.
It's only $50.
Oh yeah?
And I get a free speaker and a gift card.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Fancy schmancy.
So what else should we talk about? SNES Classic's coming soon. Pre-order should be here any day.
Yeah?
I'm getting us one.
Cool.
Yeah. I didn't care about the NES Classic.
No.
And it was cool. Like, I would have took one if it was cheaper, but didn't give a fuck. But the SNES Classic, like, it has all the games I liked, plus Star Fox 2, unreleased.
They just officially announced Bray Wyatt will face the demon tonight.
Cool. That'll be interesting.
I hope that they don't make that a trend.
What?
The demon only showing up at SummerSlam. Because the last time we seen him was last SummerSlam.
Fuck, it was too. And then he got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd also like to point out we have a huge poster in our game room. And it's a SummerSlam poster. So this is fitting our first podcast.
Oh, fuck, it is. Huh.
Yeah.
I'll take a picture of it.
Yeah. It has Jackass on it. Rest in peace, Ryan Dunn.
Died too young.
Died too dumb.
Dumb. It was kind of bound to happen. But yeah, like, I grew up with the SNES. So, kind of having that, in a way, rebuilt is, like, exciting to me. Because that was my pride and joy when I was, like, a little one.
Yeah. I remember my aunt, she had one, and they moved, like, her and her husband, they bought a house, and they were just trying to, like, get rid of all the stuff that, like, they didn't use, because she didn't play it anymore. It was always just sitting there, and she let me have it if I could find it, and of course, the first box I opened, it was sitting right on the top, so she let me have it. And then me and my mom needed money, so I sold it. And I regret that a lot.
I broke mine by accident. Yeah.
Way to go.
I was running, and one of the controllers was on the floor, and my foot caught the cable and literally ripped it out of the fucking stand. And it went flying, and I never got to complete Super Mario Bros. 3. Or no, sorry, Super Mario World. That's what it was.
We have that on the Wii U, though.
I know. I still suck at it.
You do.
I suck at all Mario ever.
Dun, 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 dun. When does it come out? And it comes with 2 controllers.
Yes, we can do some videos.
When does this come out?
September, I believe. Like end of September.
That's what I'm trying to find out. More SNES Classic pre-orders are expected to launch in the UK and go live in North America. It's coming days. They haven't-
Pre-orders, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump on that like fucking white on rice.
What games come with it, I wonder?
There's a whole list. Check them out.
That's what I'm doing.
There's actually a couple good games, like Earthbound, I think, comes on it. Star Fox 2, like I said, it was unreleased. Like, never released before.
Yeah.
Of course, there's Mario.
Yeah, they can't get it released without including some Mario.
Yeah.
Okay. So It has Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, A Link to the Past, Star Fox 2, Kirby's Dream Course. I'm pretty excited about that.
I loved Kirby's Dream Course when I was a kid. I loved rewatching it when the Game Grumps played it. I can't wait to play it for myself again.
Donkey Kong Country, Kirby's All-Star, Final Fantasy 3,
They got Super Metroid. Excited about that.
Mega Man,
And Mega Man. I love Mega Man.
Yoshi's Island. Systems available September 29.
Yoshi's Island. I remember me and my cousin, we were hanging out when I was like 6. We were at my aunt's place. And there was this little video store down the street, and they rented SNES games. And we picked it up. We thought it was actually Super Mario World. Or Super Mario World.
Jesus, that's expensive.
How much?
$100.
What?
Yeah.
That was like... Oh, it's $79 US. Christ, that's even more than the last one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they know it prints money, so...
Yeah. That's basically it.
Yep. But yeah, we thought we rented Super Mario World, but we ended up renting Yoshi's Island, and it was a lot of fun. I loved it.
Also, Neville just won.
Oh yeah?
He's the Cruiserweight champion again.
Good for you, Neville. I don't fucking know who you are.
He's the one that was in St. John and talked about
Don't know who you are. Wait, what?
He was the one that I told you was in St. John and talked about it being a dump.
Oh, yeah. I like the slogan for this classic edition. I'm pretty sure it was the slogan for the original, too. Now you're playing with superpower. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not yet released for pre-order.
No, within the next coming days, I imagine it will be.
Yeah, it says days. They're not announcing when it's coming out, like for pre-order.
F-Zero's on there. That'll be pretty fun. Yeah, I like a lot of games on there. Cool. Alright, well,
Thank you for listening.
yeah, thanks a lot for checking out the first of Talk Date. You calling it Talk Date or Talking Date?
Talk date.
Talk Date?
Keep up with the 4 and 4.
Talk Date, Play Date. What's the other one?
We can't say yet.
Oh, right. Oh, we already broke that, though.
What?
Our Halloween special, Spook Date.
Oh. Whatever. We're gonna keep it 4-4.
Okay, well, yeah, Talk Date.
Talk.
I don't know how often we'll do these. Maybe once
I was thinking like once a week.
a week? Yeah, we'll have to come up with some actual other topics.
Yeah, this one was kind of done on a whim.
We were literally talking in the car, driving to go see a place that actually turned out to be nowhere near us.
No.
And we decided, oh, hey, this would make a great time to talk on a podcast. So, yeah, let's try it.
Yeah.
We might change formats and stuff down the road, maybe add some stuff.
Remove some stuff, change some stuff. It's all
Yeah.
trial and error.
Yeah,
It's the best way I can talk about it.
pretty much. Well, yeah, thank you for listening to us, and make sure to like and subscribe and all that bullshit that YouTubers tell you to do.
You were tubers.
You were tubers.
You were tubers.
Oh, do you like that tube?
I love that you were tube.
Oh, you kids and your tubes and your Facebooks and
Your face box.
your twit lines. I don't understand what a tweet is. Well, how do you tweet? Tweet.
Tweet, tweet, birdie.
Tweet.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
From a young G's perspective. And before me, they got a trick, I have to find a contraceptive. You never know, she could be earning her, man, and learning from me. And at the same time, burning her, man. Now if she burning, I'ma chill for a minute. Cause ain't no loving good enough to get burned while I'm up in it. Yeah. And that's real of the real deal, holy fig. And now you hook us in